Alright, here we have Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum. This is a big set done in the module style that LEGO's been doing with several of their city sets. And if you picked up the Daily Bugle set, then it will connect to that. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you know I mentioned this was coming out back when I did the Sanctum Sanctorum Showdown set that was based on its appearance in Marvel Infinity War. But this one looks like it's got all the bells and whistles that one was missing. So let's get ready to ponder the mysteries in the multiverse as we build our own Sanctum Sanctorum.
What if I told you the reality you know is one of many? this material universe is all there is.
Tamper with the stability of space-time. The multiverse is a concept about which we know frighteningly little.
truth.
The reality I thought I knew was just one of many. Strange.
And there we have the modular Sanctum Sanctorum. This is actually my second modular build, the first being, I guess you would count the Daily Bugle as a modular build, and that one is significantly taller than this one. But I've been more excited for this one ever since I built the Sanctum Sanctorum Showdown, probably over a year ago now. That was a solid minifigure scale set, but it just needed definitely to be more. And as an iconic building as the Sanctorum is, I think it is a great addition as a modular build. So, is this one worth the time and the money? I'm fairly happy with how it turned out. I do have a couple complaints, mainly to do with the minifigure selection. I like everybody who was included except for Iron Man and Ma. I think those two should have been swapped out for like the Ancient One and the villain from the first Doctor Strange movie. You know, characters that were actually at the Sanctum and not just outside of it. But I get they were trying to connect it to more recent movies. My other complaint being there's just not a whole lot of room inside of it once you start popping off the layers and opening it up. There's a lot of good detail, a lot of great little Easter eggs that you discover as you build and put it together. But inside, there's just not going to be any room for really a whole lot of playability. But to be honest, people who are buying this set aren't really playing with it, are they? They're building it and they're putting in their cityscape, and it's there to look great on a shelf. And it does look pretty good on a shelf. My other issue is this sliding door gimmick that they have, which is good. It's clever. It works well, but in the instructions, the sticker placement is not where it should be. You need to put it more off to the side for it to line up to the door right. If you're putting them in the middle of those pieces, they get off-centered, and it's going to look like how mine turned out, unfortunately. It feels really sturdy. I've had to move it around a couple times just for moving it back in and out for this video, but it comes apart really easily, not to say in a bad way. You can easily take off the roof or the top floor or the middle floor to access the interiors. There's also little wall pieces that come out that you can kind of mix and match about where they go and give you access to the inside and the interiors. And those are actually kind of clever, and I really appreciate that touch. It's a nice way to get access to everything inside and see a new angle instead of just looking, down into it. The sides and back also have all these little hole attachments that you can stick these sticks in or the minifigs themselves into, so that way the characters can be flying, or in Spider-Man's case, sticking to the side of the building for their battles. Gives a lot good of display options if you have a 360 view of wherever you're displaying this. And then it also lets you connect to the other modulars as well, either from the back or from the side, up to you. So yeah, I'd say I'm pretty happy with this build. It was very time consuming in a fun way, and for being only my second modular, I enjoyed it. So if you're looking to get started in collecting the modular buildings, then this will definitely start you down that slippery slope. I kind of want to get more just to build even more of a cityscape, And if you already have a bunch of modulars, then this one will look nice next to those too. I think it's well worth picking up if you're a Marvel fan and you love these more complex Lego builds. It was a lot of fun. So for my next action figure unboxing, we are looking at the McFarlane Dark Knight Trilogy Wave. I was super excited when these were announced, and I can't wait to finally open them up and take a look at them in person out of packaging. So stay tuned for that. Until then, stay safe, happy hunting.
We should tell him the truth.